First of all, I don't like milk. I don't even like milk. That's already a thing. I don't like it. It's nasty. It stinks.
It's so nasty. It's thick.
It's thick, and I know that was whole.
And how long was it sitting in that?
And it's going from one
person,
and then pouring it on somebody else afterwards. Peacock, I know you don't know me. You ain't thinking about me. Ain't thought about me. But please don't do that again. I know I ain't the only person that feel like that. No. I know I'm not.
No.
I know I'm not. Don't do that again. That was nasty.
I
couldn't even watch it. I literally, my daughter's like, Mom, you're not gonna sit and watch the rest with me? No, ma'am.
No,
I don't want to watch.
First of all, I don't want to watch this with you.
I don't
want to.
I barely want to watch the show. Let alone that.
My daughter, don't get any ideas. This is not what normal people do.
No,
we don't do this. Yeah.
Hey guys, it's MJ
and Tay.
We are back with another episode of Beauty of Balance. This is our third episode. Super excited. You know, we got to give our, you know what I'm saying,
our personality.
You know what I'm saying? That's who he is. You know what I'm saying? So excited to be here with you guys. So excited about the last episode. I know it took us forever. Let me just say that.
Hey,
first of all, we appreciate y'all. It took us a minute to post that one.
This is why.
You know, life be life.
Life and life and the very first episode, let's just get it out the way because we've already been thinking about it. The quality on the first episode, it wasn't up to par. You know, I had a computer and my daughter threw a Baja Blast on my computer, broke it. So I was editing.
But
it is funny because I just,
brave.
We love her, but I wanted to, but I didn't, obviously. She's a baby. But I was editing first episode on an iPhone.
Yes.
I couldn't hear everything. I couldn't see everything. So then we decided to, hey, let the professional do it.
Yes. Shout out to Michael Schutte.
He is literally the best. So I feel like you guys could probably tell from episode 1 to episode 2, the intro, the music, like he is that guy. So thank you.
Yes.
Thank you, Michael, for helping us out. He can't stand us. We have him do everything. We're like, we can do this. Just kidding.
No,
we can't.
Yeah, that's not what I went to school for. I don't know nothing about that. I do nails.
I do lashes.
So yeah, we are gonna make sure that we are giving y'all the best, right? So quality is gonna be better, sound, visually, saying all that. So
transitions,
we appreciate y'all patience.
It's gonna be great
for sure. So this week we are gonna be talking about some things.
But first, let's talk about our hands.
Oh yeah, let's get that out.
My hands are bald. Okay, so don't judge. We're gonna get them done. Yes. And homegirl over here.
So bald-handed Lane on one. And in the works on 2, you know what I'm saying? She's, giving what she's supposed to give, but almost. Okay, she's not filed.
Still eating.
This is just all application, right? So we just want to let you know so that way you're going to be questioning like, girl, why is the other hand not done? And then why is this one half done?
Because life be life.
Life be life.
We can't make appointments because we are worried about making sure you guys are handled,
Yeah. So here we are.
We
just wanted to make sure. So Fred, she's like, girl, before we get started, don't tell me nothing about this subject line.
We're not going to talk about that.
Until we talk about everything that need to be talked about.
Pause.
Yeah, the bald-handed Lane, here we are.
But now we can get into it.
We can get into it.
So what are we going to talk about? What are we talking about?
So first, we have a couple of different subject lines. So the first one we're going to get into is called Watch It or Skip It. Okay, we are going to talk about some shows that, one that we've watched and kind of like, should we watch it? Should you tune in? I feel like most of you guys are probably already tuning in to a couple of these. But yeah, I'm going to give you, Tay already know I'm that girl when it comes to watching shows. If you've ever
been around Miranda, you already know her commentary on shows.
Yes.
A1. She will make it seem like she's never watched this movie, even though she just watched it maybe yesterday and she thought it was so good or so bad that we need to watch it. And she will react like she's never seen that scene. So I feel like we need to kind of talk about what we're watching.
Yeah. So definitely getting into that. So first and foremost, because I feel like this is
America's watching this
to-do list to watch. I call it Thought Pockets USA.
Love Island.
It is Love Island.
It's Love Island.
It's Love Island. It is.
We're all watching it.
Yeah. you know, try not to judge, because, you know, that's not nice to judge people.
It's not, but it is. That show is crazy. It's crazy. I try and put myself in, like, what, 22-year-old, 20. Some of them are kind of a little grown.
Yeah. Some of them are 20. I think the oldest that I seen recently, I think was like 29.
29.
I think one of the girls is like 27.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it. You know, you're in your 20s either way. And I remember being in my 20s. I didn't know who I was, what I wanted, none of that. So I get it.
Yeah.
To a certain extent. But let's, you know, we're going to get into the fact of, like, so first of all, as far as the show goes, I started watching it primarily because my daughter, she's 19. You know what I'm saying? She was just like, Mom, come watch it, Mom. She kept begging me, and I was like, I had heard about it because one of my graduates actually got an opportunity to do the nails of the, I think it was like a couple seasons ago, or maybe Casey, last season, Casey.
Yes.
Claws by Casey. Check her out. Amazing person. Beautiful work. I love her so much. And so she ended up telling me about it. And at that point, I didn't know anything about this show. And all the students at the time, because she came to speak, and they were telling her, she was a guest speaker, and they're like, girl, yeah, like, duh, you don't know what love. I was like, no, I'm sorry, I'm old, y'all. I don't know about no love.
That's crazy.
So Amaya got me into it. She was like, Mom, this season you have to watch, because before this, I don't think she's watched any other seasons.
Okay.
But this one is obviously more like popular. People were talking about it. And of course, I look at the business end of it.
Okay.
I'm super proud of Love Island on the business aspect. The fact that they're putting out an episode every single day, except for Wednesday. That's only other programming that does that is soap operas. So if you old like me, you know about a soap opera. They've been doing this for years. But so big ups to them. That's very, very dope. You know,
especially now that we see like what it takes to be able
to do.
They are getting every angle. There is nothing that we aren't seeing.
No. Unfortunately,
we see everything. So that's a lot. Yeah. Good for them that they're able to do that and put it out. But yeah, let's get into the messiness.
Okay.
First, let's talk about Huda. Okay.
Oh no, go ahead. Say what you want to say about it.
I mean, okay, I'm a little, when it comes to reality shows, I love a little toxic moment. Okay. You know, because I'm escaping. Yeah. I don't want that drama in my life. Yes, so true. I love watching any reality show that has drama. I love it.
Yeah.
So, first, I love when she tells Nick that she's a mom, because that whole interaction is crazy. Like, he's like, I'm a mommy. You're a mom?
You're a mom?
Like, I'm Mamacita? Mom to what? Mom to what is crazy. A mom to a dog? Mom to a child.
A child. I think, and that part, I'm not to blame her, but at the same time, I feel like, why is that a secret?
Why is it a secret?
I get, okay, when you're dating in reference to men meeting your children.
Absolutely. But like,
I absolutely agree, because I'm a child, and I'm not a child, Lord Jesus. I have children. I was a child at one point. I have a child. They're now growing into adults. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I do understand, because I was a single mother is what I was trying to say. Yeah. And I do get, like, when I first started dating, you know what I'm saying?
You don't want
the slower process of them meeting. But at the same time, them knowing about it, I feel like,
I'm telling you.
You have to tell them.
I'm telling you I have a kid.
I have a kid. I have a kid. This is what it is. You need to know, because I want you to be able to determine if you're going to be okay with this.
If you even want that.
It's almost like tricking a man.
No. I want you to like me first.
Yeah. And I feel like she tricked Jeremiah a little bit. Because it's like, I like you, I like you. Okay.
He was like, I need a minute. He
was not having it.
He was,
he didn't know how to react.
Yeah, he tried to be like, as cool as possible, because like there's nothing wrong with you having kids, but you definitely should have told me. I already like you.
Yeah,
I've already been tonguing you down. Like, we've been making out, and
since day one.
I don't even know you have a kid.
I don't even know you have a kid. Like, I feel like that was. I know what you do for work, and you already knew it was going to be something when he was like, "Oh, you have an apartment that's a 2-bedroom? Oh, okay.
What do you do for the?
So what's the second bedroom? Is it like an office?" And she's like, "I can't tell." Like, don't be weird.
That's weird. Yeah.
Don't be weird. Just be honest, be open. You know what I'm saying? And let him make the decision of whether or not he wants to be with you, knowing. And you need to see if a person is mature enough to handle that. Because if they're not, then you need to be able to move around from them.
Bye.
Give them that option to be able to say, no, I want to handle that, or, you know what I'm saying, no, I'm all in.
I don't mind that. I dated a girl, but he's never even dated a girl with kids.
See, that's a problem.
That was crazy. So I do like her. It was fun to watch some of her crash outs. I felt bad. But, she was going in. One thing you don't call a man is the B word.
And especially for no reason.
No reason.
She was crashing out for I feel completely opposite Taylor. I do get it, because it's a show. Yeah. It is a show.
Yeah, I like her for ratings.
For ratings, but personally, I did not like her. I did not like the fact, how she was acting on the show, not her personally, because I don't know her.
Yeah, we don't know her.
But how she was acting on the show, I did not like it, just because I feel like it gives women, unfortunately, a bad representation of like somebody who, like, okay, yes, you are attracted to him. Yes, you guys have a vibe, you know what I'm saying? But the whole point of being on the show is for you to interact with different people, so that way you have an opportunity to see who's going to be a good fit. And you were like blocking him, like
everything.
blocking. Like,
and that's the thing. Like, I think I get secondhand embarrassment so easily when I watch shows, and it's so cringy. I mean, I feel like maybe I would be the same way, and this is why I've never even tried to be on a show. Well, now I'm literally married, so it doesn't matter. But you can't act crazy like that. Like, you really can't. The whole point of it is to find your match, and we all know this. And obviously, I'm sure feelings get mixed in, and now that's your husband only after day 2. But it's crazy how these girls are like, oh my God. Girl, you just met him 48 hours ago. What is going on?
Hours. Ain't even the whole 48.
You don't even know. What is his middle name? You don't even know that.
You don't even know.
But that's your man.
But
and now
so
you
upset.
are mad at every other woman that is looking at him.
Duh.
That's the name of the game, baby.
Yeah, so I felt like she went on the wrong show.
Yeah.
She needed to go on one that was like about getting married.
The Bachelor or something.
Yeah, something
like all
that.
The men are just for her.
Finding
or the Bachelorette.
I'm finding this person and I'm going to marry them after this.
Marrying you. Yeah. Love is blind. I don't know.
But this wasn't the show.
It wasn't
for her.
it. Yeah.
And I feel like she really thinks that... I don't know how to explain it. I just feel like her...
Try to say it.
How can I say it? I just feel like being in a relationship with somebody so quickly and so like tied to them, I feel like that's just not fair. You know what I'm saying? To them, and also to yourself. Like, give yourself an opportunity to figure out what you want. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I do agree with you. I feel bad on her on that spot. But the toxicity, it was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a lot. And I felt bad for the other people on the show because they were handling it well. They also felt the same way, right? They were attracted to people.
Who is it? I think like Shelly and Alandria. I feel like both of those girls, like, they handle it very well. You can tell like they're upset. They're a little sad, but they're like, no, do you? And like that's,
and
I feel like
to my homegirl like real quick.
I feel like that's the mature way to go about it instead of crashing the out
and cussing everybody out and calling him out his name. Let me go fuss at him real quick and then run over here and tell the whole group.
And then she was like listening in like in the back corner to what they were saying. Yes. And then she comes back around the corner.
I was like, girl, you're doing a lot. And let me talk to you real quick. And it was just a lot.
I feel like out of all the people, the one that has the baby has to be the one that is crashing out.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Not all the mothers are like that.
They are not. And I feel like hopefully she grows from this moment, because at some point she's going to watch herself on this show.
Absolutely, yeah.
She's going to watch herself and she's going to be like, you know what? I probably shouldn't have went all that far. Yeah. So that's... Moving on, even though Huda, we do love you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Huda.
Because we know she's watching.
And I know you're going to watch. No, it's playing. But I do know that you are at some point going to see different people's opinions about you. And, you know,
it doesn't define you.
It doesn't define you. You know what I'm saying? So please don't let it, because eventually you're not going to be in that villa anymore and you're going to be out in the real world.
And you will find your husband.
And I pray that, that you'll have some balance.
Yeah.
Balance. You'll have some balance in how, you know what I'm saying, you react and deal with people, because I feel like there wasn't enough balance. It was just you were straight like just so angry at him, you know what I'm saying, and really for nothing.
Yeah.
So we praying things work out for you.
Who is your favorite?
I feel my favorite is probably Shelly.
Yeah.
I feel like very, very beautiful girl. I feel like she's very well-rounded. Mm-hmm. I feel like, like you said, I feel she's handling things well within like her relationships with different people, and just making sure that she's open to like receive other people. But she's like, okay, I really do like this person though, because hers is Ace, right? Mm-hmm. And even though I feel like Ace is a whole little playboy, he's definitely giving.
Yeah, I feel like he's a little F-boy, but like at the same time, he's like not hooking up as much as I thought he would be.
I agree. I think he is starting. He really it does like Shelly.
He does. No, because even like Amaya, he was going in on her. He's like, don't call me babe. Don't snuggle me. Don't hold my hand. Don't kiss me. I'm like, bro.
Hey, what are you here for?
But what?
He said, where's my Shelly at?
Where is my
Shelly, honey?
I love that.
Yeah, you could tell he really does like her.
Yeah.
So she's probably my favorite. You know what I'm saying? I feel like most of the cast members, for the most part,
they're
like
cool,
they are cool. Like watching their different personalities. They're all different. You know what I'm saying?
No, Taylor is funny.
Yeah,
I feel like
Now, I will say this. Don't y'all get mad at me. Okay, because it's just my opinion.
Okay.
I do feel like Taylor is a little flamboyant. I feel like
there's a little something.
There's a little razzle, little spice.
Okay,
that's not just
a little zesty.
I only like women.
Okay,
I feel like it's a little bit more, and maybe he just hasn't, figured that out yet.
Some men are just feminine too, so maybe he's very feminine, or
I don't know which one.
We don't know.
I think it's past just being a little feminine, just a little bit. I'm just being honest. Based on what I see, I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah, he's so cute.
He's
though.
so cute. He's so awkward, and his dance moves. I'm like, I can't. Yeah, why are you
don't do that face no more?
Okay, so the faces. Are we talking about Meg Thee Stallion? You guys already know she was on it, and if you know me and Miranda, you know we love Meg Thee Stallion.
I literally one of the texts at the salon the other day because they know that I messaged her about doing her nails. I'm like, did she ever message you back? No, I don't want to talk about that because that makes me cry.
Can we talk about that? Because you wrote her. You know who I wrote?
What? Who did you write?
I didn't even write her. I sent her a voice memo. Because I was like, okay, if I send you just a dry message, you're not going to want to respond.
Okay.
So let me show you my personality.
For real?
Issa.
You did?
I wanted to talk to Issa Rae.
I love her.
Issa, if you listen, please.
Just respond.
I was trying to tell her, and nobody copied this idea. So I don't know if you've ever seen Insecure.
Okay.
But it ended, and the way it ended, I won't ruin it for people who haven't seen it, but I feel like she could have made another show.
Yes,
it was called Insecure, and the new show could be called Secure. Wouldn't that be a great idea?
That's an amazing idea.
I was sending her.
If it happens, you already know where it came from.
Yeah. Let me know. Hey, we could just be friends. We don't,
Episode 3.
Hey.
Of the Beauty and Balance.
You hear it.
That's where it came from.
So yes, I feel you because she didn't respond.
She didn't.
She didn't even open it.
And I get it, and I'm not saying that they're not responding because guess what? You know how many people are probably DMing them.
A lot of people are delulu.
It's crazy, but I'm just like it's me. I know I know you don't know it's me, but it's me. I'm not on no craziness. I really just want to do your nails. I just want to vibe with you because I feel like
we would be good.
So cool.
Yeah. So I loved her on that episode because she gave the energy that we needed. The
vibe was needed.
The vibe was so up. Everyone loved her. Like, how could you not? They just look at her body. Like, she looks so good.
When I say not every single cast member, except I think one of them wasn't as familiar with her.
Yeah.
I think it was Hannah? I think it was.
Oh, okay.
I think one of them wasn't as familiar with her. Maybe she doesn't listen to her music or whatever. But every single one of them was so excited.
The men and the women.
The men and the women. They were like, oh my God, it's Meg. Oh my God, she bad. They were so excited.
And the fact that she watches the show so heavily, she's like, oh my God.
Every person.
So you sit here. I'm like, that was so fun.
Yeah,
and
I love that.
I felt super cool because like a year ago, we saw her in concert. So it was like, oh my gosh, she's now here. And she likes all the things that we like.
Yeah, and her personality seems like, even from her shows, I don't know if you've ever been to one of her shows, but if you have experienced it, then you know how she is. She is the type of person that literally goes out into the crowd and like
talks
mingles
to you
and
like,
interacts with everybody.
People brought her stuff. Yep, she got the gifts. Talks to you like.
And I've been to a few concerts and I've never seen anyone so interactive throughout the whole process. Like, she takes the time out throughout her show to make sure that she interacts with her fans, and I think that's very dope.
Yeah.
So I was a surprise to see her on there. I was definitely excited. It was an amazing episode. The next episode that y'all did.
Ooh. Yeah, she got a bone to pick with you on that episode.
I got a bone. I don't know who's the creator of this particular episode. That was after Meg. It didn't even line up.
How do you go from Meg?
Why would we go from Meg to spitting milk in someone's mouth? I don't understand. Why do we do that?
What do we say? Why are we spitting, period?
Period.
Let alone, why are you spitting? And they were like, spitting. That is one thing about me. Like, I don't mess with spit. None of that. No. You don't even know
It's already
these
hard
people.
enough to watch. Let's be honest with y'all. I love y'all.
Yeah.
It's already hard enough to watch.
All the making that.
Yeah, like making out every 5 seconds. It's a lot.
It's a lot.
Especially when they literally are blindfolded. Sometimes they have never even met this person.
They don't even know.
They don't even know. And they're just kissing them. That's already a lot. But then we're going into now with first of all, I don't like milk. I don't even like milk. That's already a thing. I don't like it. It's nasty. It stinks.
It's so nasty. It's thick.
And I know that was whole.
And how long was it sitting in that?
and it's going from one
person
and then pouring it on somebody else afterwards.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that again.
That episode was kind of crazy.
Don't ever do that again. Do y'all hear me? I know I'm not have nothing to do with the creative directing. I know I have nothing to do with any part of creating that show. Peacock, I know you don't know me, you ain't thinking about me, ain't thought about me, but please don't do that again. Mm-hmm. I know I ain't the only person that feel like that. No. I know I'm not.
No.
I know I'm not. Don't do that again. That was nasty. I couldn't even watch it. I literally, my daughter's like, Mom, you're not going to sit and watch the rest with me? No, ma'am.
No,
I don't want to watch it.
First of all, I don't want to watch this with you.
I don't
want to.
I barely want to watch the show, period. Let alone that.
My daughter, don't get any ideas. This is not what normal people do.
No.
We don't do this. Yeah.
Making them a wheelbarrow and then wheeling them up, walking
and
them
then
over.
Picking them up and throwing them down and just.
It was just a lot.
Yeah, I know that.
Peacock, I need y'all to rethink some of this.
But,
it's a little bit, it's a little too much. But. So the skip
like
it or the watch it, I do recommend watching it.
Watch it, don't skip.
It is, you know what I'm saying, like again, just like any other show, you know what I'm saying, the goal is to create ratings, right? So they're going to do some things that are kind of like shock value. And I get that, you know what I'm saying?
And sex sells, so that's what they're selling.
So yeah, for that part of it, it definitely
is getting old, friend.
It is getting old.
Oh, God damn it, I don't want to see that.
Yeah, so sometimes they be doing stuff and I'll be like, But then I gotta realize what they're doing it for. The ratings. Yeah. So yes. So I definitely recommend watch it. I have a couple other shows that I can recommend and a movie. So one of the movies also very, very popular, being talked about a lot, is Straw. That's on Netflix by our boy, you know what I'm saying, Tyler Perry. And I know that he gets a lot of slack too, you know what I'm saying, because a lot of people feel like as a black man, he doesn't always uplift or show uplifting things
100%.
Concerning black women. And I definitely can understand why people feel like that. At the same time, we also have to understand, almost like think of, this is the best way I can explain it or correlate, was like, think about a rapper, right? Like all you talk about is, you know what I'm saying, like selling drugs, or, you know what I'm saying,
getting
like
with girls,
all this. But guess what? People. I'm giving you my experience from my life. How he can't give you what he doesn't have.
Yeah.
So if he's only seen a lot of the examples that he's seen is like black women being hurt and not treated and respected,
I mean,
he's going to give you, that's really the reality.
The reality of a black woman is, you know, well, first of all, you're a woman. Second of all, you're a black woman? Oh.
Yeah, we already know. Yeah. Now, that's not to say, do we know that there's amazing, like, phenomenal black women that have rose to the top, you know what I'm saying? But guess what they all experienced? I don't care. Every single one of them, they got it out the mud and they rose to the top because they went through some things. And Tyler Perry just shows that. He likes to show what it is, the struggle.
When it comes to the wigs.
Yes, the wig. Now, that's what I can't say. Now, Tyler, can we please get past the play wigs?
Yeah.
And I get it. He's from a play background.
I get it.
Have the over dramatic acting that's not so great. They have the terrible like wigs and stuff. But Tyler,
we're making money now.
Let's move past that part. But Straw was a very good movie.
No, it is.
I highly recommend it. If you have not watched Straw, I recommend watching that movie. Please make sure that, you know what I'm saying, you somewhere where you okay with crying. You know what I'm saying? For some people, they may not cry. I feel like, you know, most people are going to, though.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It pulls at your heartstrings, especially if you have children or, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, if you have any women in your family who you are close with and you've seen them go through stuff, I feel like this is going to, like, definitely pull at. Yeah. Just because it really is. But I feel like, you know, not to tell you too much, but be honest with you, I feel like it has, like, shock value, you know what I'm saying, especially towards like the end. Like it's gonna be one of those ones you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't expect it to go this way type of thing. So I recommend, you know, 10 out of 10. I haven't watched it again, but I definitely would. I definitely will. I will watch it again. It was a really, really good movie.
What do you have anything that you watched that you wouldn't watch? I would definitely recommend that.
Yes.
Watch it. Don't skip it.
Yeah.
Like she said, you're definitely gonna, well, not definitely gonna cry, but you're gonna cry.
Yeah, most people will.
You're gonna cry.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or you're gonna feel something. Even if you're not a crier, you're gonna feel something from it. Yeah, for sure.
So definitely watch it, but what we skipping?
Oh my goodness.
I feel like all I've been watching is Love Island. That's been taking a lot out of me, so I don't know.
What was it? It was like a movie not too long ago that I watched. I can't remember. I'd have to think about it because I watch so many movies and shows.
Don't even worry about it. That's why it skipped. Because she don't even remember it.
Because I can't remember. If I figure it out, I'll definitely let y'all know, maybe in the comments or something. But I have two more shows that I recommend, and we're moving on. First show is called Sirens.
Yes, I haven't seen it.
You have not.
I haven't seen it, but I hear it's crazy.
It's really good. That one is on Netflix.
Okay.
It was so good. My husband, who does not watch TV, who does not watch shows, he watched it from beginning to the end, and his end, he was very surprised.
Okay.
Because another shocker, like he was like, I did not expect that.
Okay, yeah. Sean really don't be watching nothing except for YouTube. Like,
no. So it was a really, really good show. I feel like I don't know if they are going to, but it came up as like a mini series, but they definitely could do a season 2. I feel like they're going to. They have to, because the way it ended, you can tell it's not wrapped up.
Ooh,
yeah, it's really, really good. So Sirens, and then the next one is called The Better Sister. I believe that one is on either Prime or Hulu. I can't remember, but I think it's on Prime. But either way, look it up. The Better Sister. Really, really good. You know what I'm saying? Super entertaining thriller type of, you know what I'm saying, drama. Very similar to Sirens, but just a different plot. Okay. Yeah, it's really, really good though. Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to put that on my list to watch too. I love that.
Super excited. So tell us, you guys, which ones you would watch or skip to. Yeah. So
if there's something that we're sleeping on because we're focusing on Ratchet Island, let us know.
Let us know, because I am so open to watching different things. I love that.
So our next topic, I'm going to let Miranda start with her main character moment, because Homegirl had multiple. I asked her, what's your main character moment, friend? I don't know if I could think of one. And she's like, actually, I have 3. Duh. Because she's that girl. Stop. You're that girl. So share something that made you feel like that girl.
They all happened in the same, literally yesterday.
It doesn't matter.
They all happened in the same day. It just so happened that I was, I don't know. It just was happening the way that it was. Life, busy. So I was in my salon yesterday doing my nails. Well, I was supposed to be doing my nails, but I was literally doing 50 other things. But yes, I was there to do my nails, hanging out with the techs at the salon. And then I ended up, right before I got there, when I was pulling up, I got a text from one of my friends. Shout out to Candace. She does watch the podcast, but she doesn't live here. She now lives in Texas. And
I feel like maybe she commented on, someone commented and said, like, that's my friend Miranda.
That's my girl. I love her so much. So she ended up reaching out to me. We have a group chat with her and a couple of our other homegirls, and Alicia and Des. Shout out to my girls. So we were in our group chat, and they ended up...
I think she commented too. Alicia commented too. Yep. We love
girls.
you guys.
Love you. I appreciate y'all so much. So that she ended up saying, she was like, hey, one of my coworkers actually follows, you know what I'm saying, you on Instagram. Like, she ended up recognizing me in one of like your videos and stuff like that. So she was like, that's my friend. That's my friend. So I was just like, that was super dope. I was like, thank you so much, friend. She was just like, to see your glow up. I appreciate the love so much. Then what happened when I was at the school watching our podcast, my dad ended up calling me, and he was just saying, like, it's like, hey, I talked to like one of our relatives on your grandfather's side, and he was telling, we were just talking about stuff and talking about how she got the information about the funeral, and it was because you posted it. And she was like, I follow her, and like I really love her work and all the things that she's done, what I'm saying, she's super inspiring. He was like, just all the love the love and support that you have, like from like different family members maybe that you don't even know about, what I'm saying. He's like, I just want to let you know, like, I'm so proud of you, what I'm saying. So that was dope. I was like, oh, Daddy, thank you so much.
It doesn't matter how old you are, when your parent just says something, you're like, thank you.
I appreciate it. But I mean, one, because you're my dad and you're older doesn't mean that you're not going to be like proud of me, but it's just different coming from like, we did different things in life 100%. And you see my path is different, but you still are proud of like the choices that I made. Like, that feels good. So that, and then the last one was my friend Angie. Shout out to Angie. And my girl here in Tucson. She was my client, turned into one of my friends.
Was that the girl that fell down the stairs? Remember when we worked at Meraki and she came up, she was wearing white pants. She's crazy.
Yeah. Did Angie fall down the stairs?
Yes. You don't remember?
Why do I remember that?
So when we worked together, when she worked with me at the salon, we were upstairs and those stairs were steep.
It was.
She left and we heard like tumbling and we didn't think nothing of it. She comes back and she had like her white pants were all dirty.
We love Angie.
I laughed right in her face when she did
because
that. Because
Angie's so crazy.
She's crazy. Yeah. So it was like, what were you doing?
Yeah.
What were you doing?
She's crazy.
Oh my God.
We love Angie so much. Well, shout out to our crazy friend Angie. She knows exactly what I'm talking about. Angie ended up calling me. She's like, Fred, I just keep getting these calls. Like, MJ. I'm at work. MJ this, MJ that. She's like, that's my friend. I said, now she was mad at him. She said, literally got in a whole argument with somebody because she was like, yeah, I know one of my friends went to her class and I, you know what I'm saying, saw her. But she was like, that's my best friend. That's my friend. And she was just best friend.
Best friend.
She said, that's my best friend. And she was just like, you don't know her. She's like, yes, I do. Literally called me. They on the phone arguing.
She said, I will three-way right now.
Right now. And she said,
Miranda, let me FaceTime you.
And she asked, when she got on the phone, I guess because I was talking to somebody else, and I was like, hello. She was just like, is this Miranda? I said, yes, ma'am. Now, she just goes in. So that all happened literally
like that girl.
In a day. Made me feel like that girl. I was so appreciative of all the love. You know what I'm saying? The encouragement. Because I feel like it keeps you going. When you hear stuff like that, like it makes you, I don't know, just my personality, it humbles me because it makes me feel like dang, like the fact that you all are thinking about me like that, you know what I'm saying? The fact that you're getting that type of feedback from people that some of them I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I think that's crazy. In all different states, like from Texas to St. Louis, like
that is so
other
dope.
Like cities and stuff like that. Like that's crazy.
I love that. She's that girl. You don't know that she is. But I feel like this happened, like after we dropped our first podcast when Courtney texted us.
Oh, I know.
She just Courtney texted us just to let us know that she's super proud of us and like pretty much that we're just doing it. And like coming from her, because I feel like she's doing it. Yeah. She keeps coming out with some fire content.
Yes.
I'm like,
I'm so proud of her.
It's so cool when
if you don't know Cooking with Court,
you need to get on it. Because if you like to eat, you're a foodie, but you haven't had her food.
And you're here somewhere in Arizona, Tucson.
You need to pull up.
But don't sleep on it because, baby, she's doing
She's the one, yeah. But it's like, kind of like you said, when the people around you, like she texted us and just said that she's so proud. And then my friend Clarissa, the one that she called you, I think we were already on the phone, and then she called you, and I'm like, that's my friend. Yeah. That we did the open house with together. She sent me a voice memo, and she's like, I just love like you and Miranda, like the way you guys vibe together, what you guys talk about. Like when I hear different things from people just saying like, oh, what you're doing, it works. I'm like, yeah, I love that. So thank you guys. The love,
we really appreciate you guys.
Nothing is going to make me feel like that girl without like my support and my, you know, like obviously I'm going to do it for myself, but it just makes you feel better.
Absolutely.
I'm like, okay, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah. It makes you feel like, you know what I'm saying? We're not just sitting here talking to each other and it's not going anywhere. Yeah. Like it actually is getting out there.
It's not falling on deaf ears.
It's definitely not. And
people are listening.
I'm never going to stop telling y'all I appreciate y'all because I do. I really, really do. We
like things like that definitely makes me feel
that girl.
So nice. Okay, our next topic is gonna be You Don't Know Me Like That. Misconceptions about us.
Yes.
What misconceptions do you think you have?
I feel like coming from social media, right? You know what I'm saying? I feel like I have built up a little bit of a following, so people create assumptions based upon what they see. Yeah. So I feel like one of them would be people believe that like I'm stuck up or like I'm not approachable. You know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, I don't feel like I can come to her and message her or say anything because, you know what I'm saying, she might like act a certain way or like I'm like have my head in the clouds type of thing. That's completely opposite of my personality. Like I feel like I'm very like chill, you know what I'm saying? Very humble. Like super sweet. I'm like not I'm a girl's girl. Like I know people say that, you know what I'm saying? Or like
but she truly is.
Like, I feel like I actually treat people that way. You know what I'm saying? I treat people how I want to be treated. Like I don't just say that, I really do that. So I'm like that I feel like is a misconception that people really think that like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
they probably see, you know, you're successful, you have a lot of followers. They're like, oh, like she thinks she's a celebrity. No. She is. She doesn't act like that, but she is. Look, she's my personal little celebrity.
And look, everybody else says that and I like I definitely see where it comes from, but I don't feel the way other people feel about it.
No, sometimes they're weird with it.
Yeah, I don't like that because girl, I do nails and I help other people build careers in reference to a nail career, but I'm not out here doing nobody's heart open heart surgery. Like, I'm not, it's not that serious to me. Like, it's nails. Like,
I'm just a girl.
I'm just a girl.
I'm
just doing a girl's thing. So that, and I think people believe, because again of social media, that like, you know me, like fully, you know what I'm saying? I'm giving you seconds, moments, you know, things that I want to give you of my life. But that doesn't mean that, like, you know who I am. You know what I'm saying? Or you can judge, like, what I do or don't do based upon what I'm posting. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that is a misconception. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like, I have to...
We're posting the good stuff.
Yes.
We're not posting the struggle, how long it took us to create that video that went viral, or, you know, like... Or how many other videos that you made that no one gave a damn.
No.
Like, we're not talking about that.
No. We're only
highlighting. Yeah. 100%.
So it doesn't mean, you know what I'm saying, that it's definitely not fake, because that is who I am.
Yeah.
But it's also not the totality of who I am.
Absolutely. There's more to you.
So many other like things that make me who I am outside of what you see on social media. You know what I'm saying? So, and the only people that really get that are people that are within my circle.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think a lot, like, kind of the same. Yeah. People will think I put on, like, on Instagram, if I'm making like funny reels or something, or if I'm talking the way I'm talking, like, no, that's just me. Like, I'm not putting on an Instagram front, except for, obviously, like I said, I'm not posting me crying. Yeah. But the personality you're getting, that's what you're going to be getting 100%. Yeah. Sometimes I custom my videos. Sometimes I'm talking crap. I'm laughing. I'm this, I'm that. And that's literally me. So personality. You are definitely going to get that. Another misconception that I had got when I had my salon was that I was rich because I had a salon.
No.
I was poor because I had a salon.
Actually broke over here.
I was rich in other ways. Yes, I was not rich financially.
She said that account was not showing the richness.
It wasn't showing, but I was rich in love.
Yes, definitely in love. And I feel like anybody who owns a business,
they always think that.
Yeah, like I feel like people who don't necessarily like know about ownership, like it's different. Like, okay, you have your own business, maybe like, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying, I'm not trying to compare in reference to like how big it is, but a smaller business, or maybe you're just starting out, or you're just like working from like home and things like that, from actually going into owning an establishment where you're having to pay rent and having people.
The supplies, oh my God.
Yeah, I feel like when you get into that, you really know, like, oh no, like I have to have so much money aside just to
pinching my pennies
and run this business
100%.
Where I'm not really making a lot of money. It's like the business
may be. Yeah. And, you know, even like the renters, they're like, oh, well, if she has, you know, all of 6 people and we're all paying this much,
it doesn't make it different.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
because we're putting into, okay, remember that Christmas party she threw you? That costs money. Remember that internet so you could watch Love Island while you're working? That costs money. So big misconception is just like when people see, oh, you have a business, you must got it like that. No.
And even if you're doing well, there's still, it's
just
not
a
what
lot.
you're thinking.
Yeah, especially that was like when I maybe year, I don't know, 2-3 into it. Like you really don't see
a return on your investment. Like
no, not for a little while. So I mean, it was a cool idea, but no, babe. But I feel like, I mean, unless people just are very smart with who they say bad things about me too. Yeah. I don't really hear like, oh, I thought you were this way and this and that. Like my man in the beginning, he thought that I was stuck up, and that's why it took him a while to like want to actually like get together. Yeah. He's like, because I'd see you on Instagram. He's like, I liked a couple pictures you didn't like any. How was I supposed to know?
That's because friend is a baddie, honey. He got him one and he didn't know what to do. He said, she too bad. I don't think she must
be rude.
She's not gonna be like nice to me.
I'm so nice.
Friend's a baddie, but she's also beautiful. She's beautiful and she's super cool. Like she's
same.
Yeah, it's not like one of those things where you see her and you be like, oh my gosh, she's so pretty. She's gonna be like funny acting in the man.
No, and I feel like because of that. And I'm an only child, so like I'm very.
It doesn't give that only child energy, honey.
We've like, I'll go and talk to people, you know, because I don't want people to think like, oh, you know, she's been doing this for so long. She probably thinks she's too cool. No, I'm going to come in this building. I'm going to be like, hi, hey girl. Like, I've been seeing your stuff. Like, we're very sweet. And I think that's how we've gotten so far. Yeah. Because we are genuine people. Yeah. We're sweet. We're sweet girls. So we are. Thank God we don't have too many misconceptions that I know about.
No, not that I mean, I could maybe.
If you have some feelings, let us know.
I'm about to say, I don't really hear it. I mean, like I said, maybe they're not telling us.
They ain't telling us.
Telling the people that we know. I don't know. But for the most part, I feel like generally speaking, I feel like for yourself and for mine, I feel like I always get great feedback about, like, people tell me like, oh, Taylor, oh my God, I love her. She's so,
I love MJ. Yeah. MJ. She's so cool. Yeah. I'm like Angie. She's my friend. What do you mean?
My friend.
That's cool. But you ain't really cool with that.
You don't know her.
No, you don't know her because you call her MJ.
Because you call her MJ. Like, you don't know who that is. I love it.
But let's see. Okay, yeah. So I feel like we good with that one.
Yeah,
because
let's move on.
So let's talk about boundaries.
Yes, very important.
It's very important.
To
and
set them to
stand 10 toes down on them. Yeah.
Let's take a sip for this one.
Yeah, let's do it.
Cheers, friends. Boundaries. Wait a minute. I'm going to smell like that milk. Let's spit it out now. Wait a minute. Now swallow it. Okay, let me try it again.
Ooh.
Okay, y'all.
Okay, all right. That was needed because I feel like maybe last episode or the first one, I don't know.
Yeah.
I said I'm a people pleaser.
Yes.
So when you are a people pleaser, boundaries are, what is that? I don't even know the definition of a boundary because you don't know how to say no.
And no is the beginning, middle, end of a sentence. It's don't need no explanation.
No explanation. And that was another issue. Okay, once I'm starting to say no, let me tell you 10 reasons why I'm saying no.
Yeah.
Now I look like I'm lying because I have said no one asked. It's just a yes or no.
Yeah, just yes or no.
It's a yes or no. So I feel like when I first started, I didn't think about boundaries in my business. And so most of my clients are like my friends, you know, when you're new, you're taking people that you know, people you feel comfortable with. Yeah. So your family, your cousins, your friends, people that you went to high school with, like all of those things. And they're texting, you know, I'm giving them my personal number, which obviously is okay. Cause if you're not able to have two phones like somebody over here, they're gonna have your personal number. Yes. And what I would do different is look at every business that I want to be like, try and emulate them, look at their policies, all of that.
It's important.
And when I say these are my hours, these are my hours. Yep. So I definitely have gotten clients that text me at 10 p.m.
No, ma'am.
And then I feel the need.
Text. I know we're going to get a response.
And that's the thing. Then I felt like I needed to text them because my client is texting me. So now I'm giving them like, oh, she responded. I can do this. Yep. I can do this regularly.
Yep.
Text me. I would get texts at 5 a.m., 10 p.m. And I would, you know, oh, my bad, girl. Sorry. And now I had to train them.
Yeah.
You can text me. But because of my hours or you're texting me on a day off or whatever it is, like, of course, I'm going to do the best I can. But at the same time, like, I have kids. I'm literally a mother. I have a man. Like,
I'm a mommy.
I'm a mommy. A mamacita.
Mamacita.
I had to break that habit. I had to start creating these boundaries. And it's not, once I did that, my clients were cool with it. Like, they didn't care. I was having my own battle in my brain because I was not putting these boundaries in place. Yeah. Did you have that problem? Or
I definitely did. Yeah. 100%. And I feel like the boundaries issue really has nothing to do with the people.
No.
Like you say, it's us.
It's us.
It's our own, like, you know, like you say, wanting to please people, wanting to, like, be available, you know what I'm saying, and not realizing that by not having boundaries, you're not hurting them, you're hurting yourself.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So it's important. So I did have problems with that in the very beginning of my career. I had issues with the telling people no, you know what I'm saying? Burning the midnight oil, like coming early in the morning, staying late at night, people messaging me randomly, oh, I broke a nail, all right, you know what I'm saying? Can you replace this? Can you do this? And I would just be at their beck and call. And I was like, no, I'm not doing that.
I gotta stop, yeah.
I've got to stop because it was creating issues where I wasn't having the ability to spend time with my family. And then on top of that, my business, which is very important, it was everything. There was no separation. There was no other time. There was no nothing. There was what we talked about in the last podcast is self-care. There was no self-care. It was all about my clients and my business.
Pouring from an empty
cup. And I was like, that's not fair to me. It's not fair to my family. And it's not even fair to my clients, really. I said, this has to stop. So this is what I'm going to do. You know what I'm saying? And I tell people and I tell my students now, create those policies early. Stick to them, now. Don't try to put up policies about, your business, I've been doing it for 2 years, so now I got to have these policies. No, because people are not going to follow them.
Untrain what they've already learned.
They're going to be like, so now I have to pay a deposit. You weren't saying that before.
I've been coming to you for this long. I need to do it now.
Why now? You know what I'm saying?
If you wanted to be a supporter, no matter what my policies are, obviously within reason. If I'm like, I'm taking my business to this next level, your clients are going to be like, absolutely, we've been waiting. You should have been doing this. So
and they're going to understand why. So I feel like with that being said, yes, 100% sure, I'm never going to waver from that. Boundaries are necessary. You know what I'm saying?
And this is with friends or
clients. It doesn't matter.
Family, no matter what.
It's probably even more with friends and family, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Because I feel like they sometimes, because they're family and friends, because I love you, sometimes
those things slide.
Yeah, and you're gonna be like, well, I guess they don't have to do this. I guess we don't need to do that. Like, yes,
they absolutely.
Because you have to separate that business.
You can't. It's too much like to confuse. Like, it confuses you. Who did I tell? Okay, well, this is kind of my friend, but this is also my friend. Is she following these rules? And it's not fair even to the clients if you're treating different clients differently. Like, because if this is a policy for Rebecca, this needs to be the policy for Judith. I don't know, It
has to. Yeah, because if you don't, then if Judith finds out, right, she gets to talking to her and she'd be like, I didn't know this because she told me to do this. She'd be like, well, she didn't tell me that. No.
Now it's looking like funny. Funny business.
So just put it out there, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's, on your social media page or if you have a website, whatever it is, put that information, put those policies, put whatever it is that you're requiring. And then when it's time for that client to come or to book, they also need to be, given that information. Yeah. So that way it's upfront, it's forward. Absolutely. There's no questions. And be done with it.
On my waivers that I have them sign, it has all of that. Like, some people, if you have like a cancellation fee, a no-show fee, a late policy, like all of that is laid out. I want to be so transparent where they can't be confused, because then if Judith does this, I could pull it up. Hey, babe, on June so and such, you signed this, and it says X, Y, and Z. So
and then they'll be like,
always read those terms and conditions. You don't know what you're signing up for.
And guess what? We're not, like you said, within reason. Yeah. Not those crazy, like, you know what I'm saying, unreasonable people, because we realize that you have a life, or that we have a life. You have a life as well, too. Yeah. And we understand that things happen in life.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And no one's
give you grace,
unrealistic or trying to be like, keep you on this, like, that tell people that too, like, for example, people that have like a late policy in reference to owing fees or not being able to book. I said, so understand that if you put that policy, that means that you have the ability to not be late either. That means that you're putting restrictions on that. You're saying that you're not going to ever run late,
do this. And to me, like, in the beginning, I had like a late policy, and I look back at that and I'm like, that is so cringe to me. Because to me, it's like, okay, if you're late, shoot, I'll still try and do whatever I can in that time. Yeah. And if I can't get you as full as I would have been if I had all the time, but you're still paying the same price. Yes. Like, to me, that's all it is. You can come if you're 20 minutes late, 30 minutes late, like, that's on you. Yeah. I'll still try and do my best, and I'll work, so and they're both even. I'll let you know. But it's still going to be what you had booked for. But charging you, a late fee on top of the fee.
Yeah, that
is crazy.
Yeah, because my thing is, if whatever I'm charging you, it has to be beneficial in the way of like, okay, the reason why I'm charging you this, for example, you canceling, it hurts me financially.
Absolutely. So that if you're no-showing, canceling,
for me to charge you. Yeah. But I'm not charging you for something just to be charged. Like, you being late doesn't affect anything in reference.
That just affects your own service.
Yeah, period.
That's it. And
And if I can't do it, guess what? I'm just going to be honest and say, like, based upon the fact of how late it is and I have someone else, I'm not able to service you. But other than that, I'm not going to charge you for that because there's going to be times where I need I need the grace. Yep. Hey, I'm falling behind. Yep. Hey, I'm running late. And I need to, like, as long as you're communicating those things, I feel like that's important.
And I've even had clients, like, you know, if I am canceling same day or something, first of all, you better know that it's for something crazy. But I try, like, okay, I'll give you a discount. You know, if I am moving you or something last minute and you scheduled this time 2 weeks ago and you also have a life, then I'm going to, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Let me give this is on me. And a lot of my clients too, like, they really respect it, but half the time they don't let me. Like, if I'm like, I'm so sorry, like, I was sick or so and such was sick or whatever, your next fill's on me. They're like, girl, you know I'm not allowed gonna let you do that. No, you know, but it's like, they get you guys are my people, so I'm gonna do whatever I can. But yes, boundaries are very important in everyday life. And like we were saying earlier, you don't need an explanation. If it's just a no, it's just a no. That's like it. And one thing about me is like, in the time that I made maybe those plans, I wanted to do it. And I may still want to do it, but at that moment that we're supposed to be doing it, I can't make it work. Yeah. I can't make it work. Yeah. And that's such a hard, can't do it. Just, I can't. I'm not going. I'm so sorry. I love you, but I'm not going.
But I can't. Yeah.
I can't do it. Yeah.
I love that.
Boundaries. Good. Stressful.
So hopefully y'all out there setting boundaries and making it happen.
Yeah, and if you need some words of encouragement, let us know. We'll help you. We'll help you figure out the boundaries or policies.
Because we've made the mistakes, and so we can give you the advice based upon our own experience.
Absolutely.
And that way you don't have to experience so much.
You don't have to take as many L's.
Don't have to. Once you winning out here.
But our last segment is add to cart. And I don't even know because I haven't recently bought something that I'm obsessed with.
I don't really have time, or I ain't gonna lie to you, I have the money to be buying stuff because like we just talked about earlier, go into my business. So if I'm buying stuff, it's probably for the school, the salon. I can definitely give y'all add to cart for that if y'all want. It's gonna be some nail related stuff.
Hey,
because I really know. And definitely my go-to for a lot of things. To be honest with you, I just do my research just to make sure that they're actually really good. It's Amazon. Amazon has so many businesses work with Amazon. They actually ship through Amazon and all of that. I highly recommend doing your research, even if it's a bigger company that you're like, hey, I normally order from their website, but I want it faster. Yeah. Look on Amazon to see if they're there, because you're usually there if you haven't already. Like, you know what I'm
even some clothing places.
A lot of them.
I was like,
yeah, I've definitely got a lot of clothes from Amazon. Now, do your research.
Yeah, read the reviews.
You want to get something, you be like, now this piece of fabric, now who is this supposed to be for?
It will happen. It will.
Who is this made for?
Is this for Braylon?
Is this for Braylon? It's for Braylon. Yeah, because this ain't fitting nothing on me. I can get my big toe in it. So I definitely say do the reviews, but you can find some great things on there for sure. And I had an Amazon. I still have it. I don't ever advertise a store.
A little storefront thing.
Store. Oh. Yeah, don't friend. Don't because I ain't did nothing
maybe we should
with
get on
it.
that.
Maybe I should.
So if you would like to hear what we absolutely need from Amazon or what you need from Amazon, let us know. Maybe we will make a beauty of balance, a little shop thing, and we could put in.
Maybe that's where the storefront comes in.
Maybe that's what.
That's the storefront.
You guys are finding out firsthand.
Yeah, because guess what? You might want to be like, well, where you get these glasses? Guess what? We can help you out with that.
We can help you with
Maybe
that.
you want to know where we get this shirt from.
Because God's favorite.
I can definitely give you the information. These jeans. Friends jeans. We can definitely help you out.
We can help you.
So let us know. We will definitely drop in a list, but I can't think of anything. You know what? Recently,
okay, what?
I did. I think I told you about it. I don't even have it right here, but it's a little fan because your girl has hot flashes now, honey, and I need to. But also has helped. Not only with the hot flashes, but when I do my lashes, I go to get the blowing, and it fluffs them up real good, y'all.
We tell people, I tell people they should do that. Yeah,
I love that fan. I've been sleeping on it because I've been saying I was gonna get it, and I never did. But it's a little cute black fan. It has a little thing that you can put around your arm. Is it over there? You know what? We gonna come bring it over. My amazing, beautiful, wonderful assistant, Miss Key, has helped me out here. Let's see here.
Put it on.
We're gonna put it on.
Show how powerful it is. You can put it in the.
Oh, is it not on? Let's try turning it on first. Okay. All right, so 7. That's
y'all hear that?
That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. I always have it on here at 5. Because, baby, I'm hot right now.
Hot. We talked about this.
Get a little bit of that,
Thank
friend.
you.
So this, I don't know the name of it because I can't. That's another thing with Amazon. Some of these names, you be like, now who is this? Jisoo Life. Jisoo Life. Well, baby, Jisoo Life is saving my life, honey. I recommend. With a T, I think recommend you to get her.
Especially if you live in Arizona.
If you live in Arizona.
And it's 120 degrees outside.
Charge her in that back. Okay, so that's the only ads to cart I have. Outside of that, it's nail products and stuff.
Lash products, always.
Yeah.
Little gadgets, little things.
Yeah,
what can I record?
Yeah.
What can hold this? Things like that. Other than that, I can't think of anything that I absolutely need.
Yeah, but if y'all have recommendations, please tell us. Let us know.
Yeah, I want to buy some things.
Yeah, we definitely might need to add some stuff to this cart. But I think that's all that we have for today.
Yeah.
I don't think we have anything else. You have anything else that you want to add?
I have nothing.
All right. Well, once again, per usual, we appreciate y'all tuning in. We look forward to hearing from you. Comment, like, share. What we got, friend?
We got 40 subscribers now.
Come on, 40.
Okay, I think
y'all.
that's awesome.
Yeah,
I be looking. It was just last week. I think we had like 35.
Okay.
And now we have 40.
Come on.
So
we appreciate
welcome.
each and every 40 of y'all. Okay. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Please like, comment, and share. And we will see y'all on the next time. This is MJ.
And I'm Tay.
And we wait to be counts. We out.
Cheers. Yay.
Oh,
good.
Cheers.
Bomb.
We're good.